Follow me Friday, full on winter today. Pretty crazy. We're getting snow basically every day, it feels like, and we've had some of the coldest days I've seen in Toronto for a long time. Lots going on in the market right now. We are seeing a lot of recycled listings, so stuff that didn't sell at the end of last year, all coming back to market, especially when it comes to the freehold stuff. So townhouses, semi-detached houses, and detached houses. Haven't seen a lot of the new stuff yet that we're expecting to see here in the coming weeks. When it comes to condos, we're seeing in CO1 and CO8, so the downtown core, basically from Dufferin to the DVP up to Bloor down to the water, both combined, we're only seeing around basically 10 sold listings per day. Now, there are some more sold conditionally, but as official sold properties, only about 10 per day, so not a ton. Especially compared to the amount that are coming to the market. So we are seeing more listings coming to the market by the day, but overall, from a sales standpoint, only about 10 are selling right now. Lots on the go today. We are filming some more YouTube videos. Just put one out when it comes to that new BC flipping tax, which is an interesting tax. I had my opinions on it and how I'm not really sure it's going to actually make things more affordable. In fact, I think it might have the opposite effect and just keep properties from getting built out, especially if the government also wants to put together things like duplexes, triplexes. If they take the builders out of the equation because there's no margin there for making something that maybe should not be, or that is not in great condition, making it actually livable, then you're losing an entire market of people who could make that property livable, turn it into, for example, a duplex, triplex, and get it back to market, or even just turn it into a livable single family home, which in the current state they're not. And there are a lot of properties in Toronto right now that are really in that condition, that are not quite in the condition that are ready to be moved in, or at least I know for my buyers that they wouldn't be interested in taking on something that needs a full gut reno, especially if the price is not exactly bargain discount pricing. And even if it was, it would still need multiple six figures when it comes to doing that renovation. Also filming a video, we're going to talk a little bit today about, or tomorrow when it comes out, about the freehold market in a specific area. We're going to talk more so about the West End, so Bloor West and High Park, along with Roncy, and what it looks like if you are looking to get into the market in one of those pockets, and how the inventory is always generally tight. So having everything in line and having the expectations ready for when it comes to looking for those properties. We're going to talk about how we look at that from a buyer perspective, and also if you're a seller in those areas, what that looks like for you as well. So lots on the go today. Stay tuned for that video. We're also going to jump into a condo here in the downtown core, right by the well. Awesome location, beautiful layout for a one-bedroom condo in the area. So stay tuned for that. We started this one out here in our studio at the office where I film all my YouTube content. You can see it there. Not too huge of a space, but definitely does the job. Lots going on in the real estate world. A lot of announcements. Obviously, if you saw my video talking about the BC anti-flipping tax, and that's something that I did give my opinion on, and why I actually don't think it's going to make properties more affordable. In fact, it's actually going to keep properties on the market longer because people won't be flipping them, making them in a condition that people can actually live in them. And I think that's actually a huge disservice for buyers in the market who maybe don't have the ability, the knowledge, the means to make those improvements on their own. Next up, City of Toronto did propose, the mayor proposed a 7% property tax hike for 2025, third consecutive year with a pretty significant tax hike. When we talk about making housing more affordable, this is not something that obviously contributes to that. If you're considering something in the city of Hamilton, they actually are just voting, the voting just happening on a double land transfer tax, just like the city of Toronto. Hamilton already has pretty high property taxes compared to Toronto, and they are also experiencing a proposal for a higher property tax per year. But that double land transfer tax, so a municipal land transfer tax definitely will play a factor moving forward as well. Lots on the docket today. Home inspection, also going to check out a really nice condo, which we'll take you through. Jumping into this condo here, I really love this location. Right at Portland and Wellington, there's the old Bar Welly, as it's known to the locals here in Toronto. Amazing park right back there, and the well just up here, which we'll step into right after going into this condo. It's a great condo. It's over 600 square feet, almost 650 actually, and it's a 1 bedroom, but the layout's super wide. So it's one of those spaces that doesn't feel very tight and really feels open. Juliet balcony, and right here on Wellington. So location 10 out of 10, like you're right in the heart of basically everything downtown, King West, and easily walkable to the streetcar, easy to get around. So it's a really good spot. Let's go take a look. Here in the unit, so nice hallway to walk in. The bathroom's at the front of the unit, which is great because then it keeps everything on this side. Now this unit does have a sliding door to the bedroom, but it also has a regular door to the bedroom as well, which is kind of uncommon. Usually you see those double glass sliders. And taking a look here, flip around, there's the kitchen. It has the under cabinet lighting, which is really cool. Nice white oak finishes there as well. So for a condo, these are the modern finishes that we're seeing more often. Some lighting here, and we'll flip you around for a quick turnaround. So here's that space again, super wide space. Plenty of space for even an island there too, right below the lighting. And then the Juliet balcony, which looks out to Wellington and right out to the park there as well. If we look at the bedroom, good space there. You can easily put a big queen bed inside. And going all the way back to the bathroom, you do have that stand-up shower, bathroom, and nice tile on the wall too. So really a functional space for 1 bedroom unit. Something you don't see super often is having that width, and this definitely has it in this one. One of the biggest things about condo living is the community. Generally, when you're purchasing a condo, you're purchasing the location to be in that vibe or in that community of where you want to be. And that's where, when you're taking a look at the condos on the market, and there are certainly a good amount of condos on the market right now, having an idea of what area makes sense for you, where it makes sense for you to live, and what exactly that looks like from your perspective, super, super important. So for this condo that we were just through, you're right across the street from basically the well, just down the street, which has pretty much every amenity imaginable, everything from gyms. They have a sweat and tonic there. They have all the life labs, athletic, different elements like that. And also tons of shops, restaurants, cafes, everything is all in there and ready to go. So right at your doorstep, you walk out of your place and it's right there. And you can see Wellington's still undergoing some work here. But overall, if we look at the project to the well, plenty of buildings there. And this one here on King, which is going to have pretty cool setup. I don't know what they're going to be doing with all that. There's going to be a lot of like greenery on that building all throughout the year. So it'll be super interested to see how that looks. But we're just going to take a quick look here in the well, show how it looks, at least from the entrance side. It's an outdoor mall, essentially. Well, it is an outdoor mall. So something that you definitely got to see in person, and having that at your doorstep is just an incredible feature of this condo in particular. Here it is. Looks great. So in the wintertime, or at least in Christmas time, they have a setup there with cocktails. That's bar chef has that all set up, and love this roof. Looks really, really cool. So outdoor mall, you got Indigo, tons of restaurants and coffee shops. Definitely worth checking out, especially the food court is really amazing. And even a little bit further down this row, you do have a skating rink, but check out the design. This is one of those properties that they definitely nailed here in Toronto. That's your Follow Me Friday. And by the way, this building here at the well, that's their signature building. I've done a tour on that a little bit earlier in the year. So definitely something, or earlier in 2024, definitely a spot that I'll have to add to the list. And by the way, if there is some other properties that you wanted me to jump into to do a walkthrough, definitely open to that. We will be getting into more houses as we go along here. I do have some listings on the way that we're just prepping right now. So those will be on deck in the next few weeks, but just want to get these rolling on the channel, and looking forward to the comments down below on what you think of this new series.